Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Booshakalaka podcast. I'm Tiffany, and that's Pierre.
It's amazing that you boars and ghouls keep coming back for more.
Hey y'all, Tiffany took the cake with that one. I can't top it. I can't do it. I've
been watching Creep Show all weekend. I've been watching Creep Show all weekend. I don't even know what day it is. I've been watching Creep Show. It's just been on. I don't know. I've been watching the TV show and the movies. Just
wait, Creep Show or Tales of the Crypt?
Creep Show.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna sound like.
I know, but I'm saying Tales from the Crypt. But yeah, I mean, same damn concept when you really think about it. but we're not here. Oh, I do have a little trivia. So the eyes of the Crypt Keeper are the same icy blue eyes that Chucky has, because the person that created Chucky created the Crypt Keeper too.
Really? Don?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, Kevin Yeager.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. The puppeteer. So that was our little bit of trivia, because the DVD that I have of Child's Play 3 had absolutely nothing on it but a trailer and the movie. I said, what the? That's what happens when you buy them damn box sets from Walmart back in the day. I said, what the hell is this?
Yeah, they take out all the good stuff. Like
flip over to see Child's Play 2. There was no special, nothing. The first time I find a DVD, it ain't on there.
They didn't even give you no commentary. I used to love the commentary.
Nothing. I couldn't believe it. But we're here for Child's Play 3. A synopsis is Chucky returns for revenge against Andy, the young boy who defeated him, and now a teenager living in a military academy.
You know that was trash. You knew reading it was trash. How dare you allow them to play you? Like
I copied him. I literally copied and pasted, and then I read it.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
Here we are.
Okay,
we start at the embryo factory.
Well, actually, okay. So first of all, love this movie. Did not realize it until I hit play how much I love this movie. But I have problems because when I looked at the timeline, I was like, wait. So this takes place 8 years after Child's Play 2. Now, I'm saying that because let's get into the mode. We start this movie off at a cobweb-filled factory. It's been 8 years since anybody has stepped into that factory. Cobwebs everywhere. I mean, Charlotte's Web everywhere. Yet when they stick that crane into Chucky's body, blood comes squirting out. And nobody notices. Okay. I love the opening sequence of this movie. I thought that was just maybe I'm okay. All right. Maybe I thought it was cool, like them dumping his body and then the plastic, like the plastic and how the head forms and then.
Ew, your lips look about as ashy as his did in that movie too. Where your chapstick? It might be the lighting. Oh, I knew you had it. Thank goodness. I hate that opening.
But you didn't like it? I thought that was cool to watch him because they don't really explain to us.
Like, was he hurting? Did it hurt?
They don't even explain like how he got brought back to life. Like they just dumped his body in some plastic.
No, so they picked up his body with the crane, and some of his blood dropped into the plastic, and it made one doll. So a little bit of trivia. They wanted to have multiple Chuckies, but due to budget constraints, they couldn't. So that's why it was only one doll for this movie. One doll that is placed in a box, apparently with scissors as well. Because you're going to have to tell me how the F he got out of that box. We're over at this board meeting. We see Mr. Sullivan. He's the guy, stick up your ass from part 2.
He's the same guy, though? I thought he looked...
Yes, that is him. Okay. Telling him to stick it up his ass. They come in. He's like, here you go, Mr. Sullivan, the good guy of the 90s. The doll looks exactly the same. What changed?
Did you feel that he was still like crass in the board meeting? Like, did you feel like it was the same? Like he was the same asshole from Child's Play 2?
I don't understand how he wasn't fired. How was he still on the board for 8 full years after part 2? Somebody got stabbed in the eye.
Backstory: this movie was shot 9 months after the second one. Which is why they had to.
It's a fake future.
Yeah, so that's why they had to upgrade Andy to a Mexican American. So the so yeah, he gives him the doll and he takes it back to his condo of toys,
little shop of horrors.
This was interesting because he takes Chucky there, he puts him on the couch.
So let me stop you right there. Interesting is a word that you use a lot. I don't think these things are interesting.
When I say interesting, it's not to mean interesting. It's to mean an interesting. It's to mean an interesting choice in how the writing and the creative team. Because a director essentially, this is your vision, and
I don't mean interesting.
What vision? Like, it's an interesting vision of yours to have, because
when I say chicken, I don't mean chicken. I mean steak.
Because I'm guessing this is his office, but it looks like a condo. Well, like, it looks like he lives there.
He might. I mean, he probably been in so much trouble the past 8 years because of everybody that died in part 2. So yeah, he might. But again,
and then
he's in the office with the box.
It's his anniversary.
Oh,
it's my anniversary,
sir, but I guess I'll step out of here. Good day.
But he's gonna take the report with him.
But I guess I could still continue working. I said good day. Like, go buy that lady some flowers or something and get up out of here.
Right. He's like the boss that you want. He wasn't Scrooge, like, no, you can't go. Is that how Scrooge sounded? But they like,
I don't know.
So it's just like I didn't understand, but whatever. He's in there and he decides to start playing golf and watching the news.
That waited for him to turn the TV on before it started talking. Did you catch that? He hit the button and said, and now.
But so he's playing golf. Chucky gone.
How did he get out the box? How did he not hear those things? I had a lot of dolls back in the day. They had the twisty ties on the back of it. He had to have had some scissors in there.
The same way. No, we're gonna get to how Chucky get out these boxes. So Chucky's out the box. We're not gonna ask why, because it's interesting. And he just starts effing with this man. Like, he turning toys on, like, basically the little kid in the when you take your kid to the toy aisle for the first time and they got to go try me on every single one. He's doing that. Very annoying, very loud. Now, what I didn't like, because there's a car rolling. The car. Do you notice how the car hit the side and it like broke? And it was still just wailing.
That's why Playhouse toys should have been canceled long ago.
Well, they said the good guy outsold all of their other toys.
But they had to cut costs because of the good guy debacles. So that's why that toy was made out of clay. I don't know any other way. But Chucky throwing darts in his butt, and he jumps up and he's like, "Don't fuck with the Chuck." The guy didn't fuck with you. What are you talking about?
He slips on marbles. The guy. It seems like the guy wasn't trying to live at this point. Because what do you still do? Like, he was just crawling the whole time. We never see him stand up on his 2 feet. So I didn't understand. There was a lot of hesitation. If you know you're not setting these toys off, why are you still in this office? Sir, run out the elevator. But he doesn't run out he runs to the phone. So Chucky comes and we finally get a strangle from the Lakeshore Strangler. He even says, "Oh, nothing like a strangulation to get what did he say? To get the blood flowing." I don't know, something Jersey. And then he
Hackensack.
His lines in this movie, A1.
A1 turds. I hated every line he said.
Body. So why did they have a file on Andy that he can just access at this company?
You're my only ticket out of here, Andy. I gotta get out of this goddamn body.
So he knows that Andy is in military school. He knows that he's been traded through foster care, and he knows exact location of the military school. How Chucky packaged himself, mailed himself off.
At this point, I think we're gonna say Tiffany. A bum. Or he paid a bum.
No, because Tiffany helps in Cult of Chucky and all that. She ain't found him yet. Remember, she's still looking for him.
He paid somebody to help him, because I don't know. No, it's not.
So we catch up with Andy at the Kent. It's the Kent Academy, right? The Kent.
Yeah, Kent.
So you're a military kid, but you're not. I mean, you're a military brat. So you're gonna have to explain.
Don't be telling people my business.
You said
I
it
don't know nothing
before.
about no military. I don't know nothing about no military academy, Bookie.
Because I wanted to know if a lot of this was accurate in how, because I didn't, because when we get to Tyler, okay.
This is a movie about a living doll. Does it matter?
I assume they try to be somewhat accurate, but Andy's there. I didn't realize how young Justin was in this movie. I thought maybe I pictured him way older because he doesn't look serial mom age. He looks way younger, but I didn't. It pissed me off. He didn't have any sympathy for what the kid was going through. Like I've been bumped around like those. I didn't feel at home with those families. My mom's away. Well, you seem like a troublemaker.
When we become men, we put away childish things. Okay, Andy. Now get your ass out there. I couldn't get his accent, but it was something.
But I was just like, sir, how am I a troublemaker? Because what? What was a troublemaker? Because the dog. Like, what was the troublemaking part? Whatever.
Nothing. He just sees his record. He has a record, so he automatically assumes that he's bad. Like a lot of people in this world nowadays, if you do one bad thing, you can never come back.
Well, we'll get to the baddest character in the movie, Tyler, because I just didn't know. This is why I was going to ask you this question, because I didn't realize that if your parent was serving and they're actually active, that they send you to military school. I feel like there would be other options than going to military school.
Usually if you're serving, you have to have a next of kin to where your kids can go. So like say you're a single parent, you have a child. There has to be someone they go to. So I'm going to assume he didn't have anybody to go to. So that's why he went to military school. It's the only thing I can think of.
That just seems like such an extreme.
It doesn't matter. Let's move on. So Andy meets Tyler, and he meets Whitehurst, and he meets De Silva, and he meets Shelton. Shelton is a douche. Lieutenant Colonel Shelton, sir. Like he's
an asshole.
He's the person of authority, because the actual military, the people that are actually in the military, give out no orders. They go to Shelton and say, Shelton, what you want to do? Okay, that's fine by me.
But he's like a bully, so I just they done tied up Andy's roommate in the closet, like just doing
Whitehurst.
stuff. Yeah,
doing the most. But we just meet these characters, and we get a package.
Yes,
and the mail is here.
Yes, Andy gets a big package, and I'm surprised they don't like search it, but I guess they give them their privacy somewhat. But he talking about Tyler, go deliver this to Andy. Tyler act like lifting a 5-pound box at the most.
That doll at least. No, I'm pretty sure at the very least, Chucky's at least like 10 to 15 pounds. And it was awkward. So the box was long, but it was also slim. Mm-hmm. I don't think he could I don't think his arms were long enough to wrap around it, so he couldn't get a good grip on it. I don't think it was too heavy for him to pick up, because we see him holding Chucky several times throughout the movie. Right. But I just think he couldn't get a good grip on it. That's all. But guess what? These buttheads.
Because I'm like, y'all are in the military. I just thought they would be more helpful.
Why are you messing with kids? Correct. Right. They push Tyler and knock the box down the stairs. And Tyler sees, skirt. Let's rewind just a little bit. When we first meet Andy, he's over there. He had to go get his hair cut. He does not get a haircut. And
yes, he does.
We meet that. Not to the extent where Sergeant Botnick, it's not Botnick. It is Botnick. It's like, presto, you're bald. No, they gave Andy the Wolverine. His hair was not bald. His hair was long as hell, and it looked like Wolverine. While we're in there, we meet Tyler. And on the TV is a Good Guys commercial. Andy starts to get PTSD because he's like, they're coming back out with this. Ah, here it goes. Boom, boom, boom.
Are you serious?
Boom, 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 boom. Everybody out there, go run and tell your homeboys and homegirls it's time for Keenan and Kel.
Everybody out there, go run and tell your homeboys and homegirls it's time for Keenan and Kel.
I don't know where that came from.
R.I.P. Coolio. But
but yeah, so I'm sorry. So he gets that PTSD, and that's how we know that Tyler is interested, and obviously Andy is not interested. So as the box rolls down the stairs, Tyler notices that it is a good guy box. So he said, Andy be damn. He takes the box and goes and runs and hides in the cellar because that doll is his. Andy's too old to be playing with a doll. And Tyler's age, he acts much younger than he is. So he says he's 8 and he plays 8 in the movie, but the way he's acting is how I would think Andy acted in the first movie. I would think he's like 5. He's acting like a 5-year-old when it comes to a doll. But, he's not allowed to have those type of things, even though he
But
has like
maybe
a,
it's
Sega Game Gear. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he already has a video game, so it's really odd that he would want to play with a doll. That's the thing I'll say. But at the same time, maybe it's because he's lonely and they are like, he
And
sees the
they're picking on him.
cartoon. So it's like, oh, I'm your friend. And he's lonely. And that's because, I mean, everyone there is older than him. He's like the only
It
kid
could be. But he unwraps this box.
Yes. Girl, this is how Chucky get out the box. You asked how. This is
But he didn't do that. He came out the top at Mr. Sullivan's office.
He came do it?
Like that.
You want to do it? You want me to do it?
Rah! Who the fuck are you?
It scared the hell out of me. I was like, I did not know he did this. Like, why did he come out like that?
I thought you only said 3 words. Well, I'm new and improved.
Who the fuck are you? Like, it just...
And then he's just like, should I continue talking to this doll?
Well,
and then Chucky's like, I gotta get out of this body. Wait a minute. I'm in a new body and I haven't told anybody my secret. Hey, kid, what's your name? Tyler. Well, my name is Charles Lee Ray. And guess what, guys? He doesn't want to get Andy's body anymore. He wants to get Tyler's. He gets right to it. I do like that he was like, all right,
no,
I'm in a body. Let's do it.
No.
Ade do a dumbala.
For this first part, yes. He does.
That's the only time.
Okay, so if you've been watching the reviews when it comes to Chucky, Tiffany says this multiple times. He's always in his own way. So he does start doing, I mean, we see the clouds. It just like he was ready to go, but they get interrupted because I don't know who, the Colonel.
Yeah, the Colonel. Mustard.
Generals and Colonel and the General Fried Chicken. They come up in there. They're getting ready for the
Cochran, Colonel Cochran.
Yeah, they're getting ready for what's going on later in the movie. And they see Tyler playing and like, well, boys don't play with dolls. Go on out of here and I'll take the doll. So the Colonel take the doll and throw it in the trash. Now Andy see all this happening because they outside doing drills. That's when we learned that the girl is tough and all that kind of stuff. She doing push-ups, she calling people assholes, all kinds of stuff. We just talked about this part. So Tyler go run off and Chucky's in the dumpster. So, just like in Final Destination Bloodlines, he get thrown back.
Help me, mister. Oh, he does say that. Mister, I'm in here. Mister.
Mister! Please, somebody! Jesus. Mister!
Garbage man goes because he jumps in because he thinks it's a kid in there.
Why didn't he just turn the garbage truck off?
Because that would have made too much sense. But Chucky already in the front seat and he just keep it going. The man get crushed. They hear him scream all over the campus. Andy already knows.
I was so upset. But that is it. That's what you mean. Getting in his own way. Why would that guy get in just jumping there for no reason? He wouldn't. He probably was about to get his pension. He was probably about to retire in like 2 years. You know what? I hate it.
So now this part is where he gets in his own way. Andy in there in his room shining shoes and shit. Here come Chucky trying to kill him. There's no reason for you to be trying to kill Andy at this point. You have your mark. At this point, Andy doesn't know you're alive. It could have been an accident with the truck. Like, I mean, he has his suspicions because he's just been through this twice, but he has not seen you yet. Like,
yes,
I mean,
he is creating his own threat.
Yeah. So for him to go to Andy's room and try to kill him, it's like now he knows. So now he's going to actively try to stop you. You could have took your ass right. Like you could escape the truck, went right back to Tyler's room. Bam, you got your body. But because he
came and attacked Andy as Tyler.
Yes, exactly. That would have been good. But no, he attacking Andy. Andy not playing no more. He like, I'm bigger, I'm taller. I'm about to beat you upside the head.
And he does.
He starts slamming him. Of course, Sheldon come in. He take the doll. He tell Mom, give it to my sister. Andy sneaking in Sheldon's room to go find Chucky. Chucky done got a knife out this boy room.
The biggest knife. It's at least 18 inches.
It's
like,
literally bigger than the Scream characters' knives.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But he can't. Well, he does. Yes. So he doesn't find Chucky where he thought he found him, but then he does find him, and Chucky's like, about to kill him, and then he starts slamming Chucky on the ground, beating the hell out of him. Or did that part already happen?
That part already happened. He's in Sheldon's room, and then that's when he scares him and he jumps on Sheldon. He's like, "What the hell are you doing in my room?" And
and
the doll
Chucky
is missing.
skedaddles.
Yes, and so because the doll is missing and he don't know who took it, they all got to go do drills in the rain. And again, like Tiffany said, the
I
Colonel
don't know what you've been told.
they're just letting him do this shit. Now, one thing that did bother me about Andy is, now you've been through this twice. You are a much tougher kid than they all realize. So the way he was allowing them to punk him, I didn't like it. I did like when Sheldon tried to play him and he popped his ass in the face like, "Yeah, I bet you won't try me." Like, now I can't go there, but I needed you to have that mentality the whole time, because he's not like this weak little kid. Like, he may not know how to shoot a gun, but you know how to, take somebody out. So
this is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for shooting, and this is for fun.
I hate them. I hate them so much.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting. This is for fun.
While
wait.
outside,
Yes, while they're outside, Chucky hobbles his ass over to Tyler's room. But peekaboo, it's time for hide and seek. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
He is pissed. So as they play hide and seek, Chucky find him and he's in the Colonel's closet. Now, who else in the Colonel's closet? What's her name with the D?
Da Silva.
Da Silva and her friend, they up in there giggling and gossiping. They trying to look through Andy file because Da Silva thinks he's hot. And they want to know more about him.
Which is so crazy. Like, ask him.
Yeah, but they're like, "Oh, that's why he's so quiet. He's been in a foster care." But before they can flip over and see that he done accused this doll, they hear Tyler up in there talking. So they get the doll. They put lipstick on the doll, lipstick on a pig, all this kind of stuff. What are we doing?
Why was the lipstick in your pocket? It's night time. Why do you have lipstick in your? Oh, she must have been sneaking in somebody's room. I don't know.
Yeah, and they got the door wide open. The girl's supposed to be looking out, but she all up in. It's just a lot going on. And then they hear the Colonel coming. They leave Chucky on the Colonel's desk, and then they run out. It just
why didn't they take the doll?
So
not even grab the doll. The doll was in their hands. They literally put the doll down.
Maybe it was too heavy to run. I don't know. I don't know how combat works. They got to abandon everything they love when the heat get it coming.
Don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner.
So Colonel come in, he see Chucky on the desk, then he turn his head, Chucky gone. Then Chucky pulls out the knife, scares him. Roar! What happens? Well, he goes to stab the Colonel, but he doesn't stab the Colonel. Who stabs the Colonel? God. He has a heart attack. That's
the part where he said, You gotta be
fucking
kidding me.
So he has a heart attack. He fall back. It's just very dramatic.
He falls on a glass coffee table. Splat. He like homegirl in Scream 4 when she was acting a fool. That's where they got that idea from. I know. I ain't crazy.
Colonel's dead, so I guess Sheldon run the show now because I don't see anybody else in charge.
Which is crazy because the next morning they're like, the Colonel's dead. Let's have a moment of silence. We still doing these damn war games. We paid for these paintballs and we're gonna use them. That is
literally what they do. It's not a dramatization. They literally are like, yeah, but he wouldn't want us to do it. Like, there's no mourning. There's no... I'm like, wow.
We do see Andy. He goes to Tyler's, like, Tyler.
After they trip him.
Man to man.
Gee, what'd you do, tripper?
Man to man. Chucky's not a good person. Whatever, Andy. Whatever, Barkley. You're just jealous. Tyler, he's bad. He's gonna hurt you. You're just mad because he's my best friend, not yours anymore.
Slap! This is what I be talking about in these movies. Sometimes, when y'all be doing, what about this and all this kind of stuff, I'm either gonna slap you or I'm gonna say, you know what? You good. So when he gets in your body, I'm just gonna shoot you. Letting you know right now.
So Andy gives him, which is crazy because that is really the ultimate thing. Because Chucky, once you're in somebody's body, that's it, Bookie. That's it, baby cakes.
Talk about I'm gonna be a bro, racist ass.
He indeed does not become a bro. But Andy gives Tyler a little pocket knife. He's like, look, This is the best I could do. I ain't got shit else.
You're actually pissing me off, sir.
I ain't even come from a house. I got.
You're
nothing.
actually older than I was when I first met him, and I was smarter than this. So,
well, I mean, he did do some dumb stuff. I mean, he did ride a train and then blow up somebody's house. You know.
But we say it like that. Chucky, where are you, Chucky?
I gotta go tinkle. So we're back. Andy goes back and sits down, and here come Botnick coming in, rubbing his head all over people's head, talking about come to see me on Tuesday. And he's like, Whitehurst, you come see me immediately after chow. Andy's hair is literally 4 inches longer than Whitehurst. What are we doing? And then we see De Silva flipping her hair like,
I hated her for that because I feel like she did that shit on purpose. But
she did that because he can't cut her hair.
But okay, so this is my thing. I didn't notice it until you mentioned it. I guess maybe the actor didn't want to go full buzz? Because I'm like,
it had to have been because his hair was significant. Whitehurst had a buzz cut.
Mm-hmm.
Andy had a Wolverine. What are we talking about?
Not calling it that. That's exactly what his hair looked like. So
Whitehurst.
No, what's his name? The haircut guy.
Botnick.
Calvin in the barbershop. He's in his shop getting ready for the haircut, and boom, out pops Chucky. Now, why Chucky was in there, I don't know.
No, Whitehurst does come and get his hair cut, and he like pulls his hair and tells him, you know why the Romans kept their hair short, so nobody could pull their head back and slit their throat in battle. And Whitehurst like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Just finish and let me get up out of here. You're making me comfortable. Did you notice that he had Polaroid pictures on the wall with pieces of their Polaroid pictures of the cadets, and there were pieces of their hair on the Polaroids?
Yes, it was a disgusting detail. It's like if you're that. I don't know why they tried to make him obsessed with haircuts.
Like, just tell us he's Freddy Krueger without telling us he's Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could see them getting that character ready, like, oh yeah, he's obsessed with haircuts, but it's like, who's really like that?
But you're right. There's nobody in command because if Colonel Cochran would have went down there, he probably would be like, yeah, I don't like this. You gotta go.
Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you?
Where is the authority? Why is Colonel Shelton the old? Okay. Anyway, I don't know why, how, when, where, or what made Chucky go and hide in the cabinet in the barbershop.
Yeah, it just was. That seems so out of your way, but he does. And when he pops out, because he's a freak, you know who he is? He's Fred from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Hello, friends. My name is Fred. The words you hear are in my head.
Hello, new friend. My name is Fred. The words you hear are in my head. And I've been very naughty.
But so he looks at the doll. He's like, oh, you're overdue for a haircut. So he's going to cut the doll's hair now.
Hair ain't in regulation, soldier.
Exactly. And so he doesn't even he gets close to Chucky with the clippers, but Chucky's like, baby, this is a bust down. Bob, you're not coming near me. So he grabs.
What's your name, B.O.B.? So they calling you Bob?
Black old bitch. That's what Terry Joe called him. That's what Terry Joe called him.
What is Bob short for?
Robert.
The black old bitch is
Terry.
He takes the razor next to him, and before the man can even get close, and he's done for. Now, he did have the most dramatic.
No, he didn't. The heart attack was the most dramatic. Sorry.
Him and putting his hands on the glass, I was like, what? You doing a lot. Like, wouldn't you hold your neck and just go down?
In presto, you're dead. It's definitely you. You like that shit? You like that shit?
He was like very pissed off, like, because when he was looking for Tyler when they were playing hide and seek, like, where are you, you fucking shit? And I was like, oh my God, like, it just was like, he was over it. He was over it.
He was fired because nobody was ever bald. He was lying. It was false false pretenses, bringing them kids down there and just doing nasty things with their hair when they weren't there. Whatever. So Chucky's sitting there
nobody
laughing.
Ever finds him, right? Well,
yeah.
Winehurst
So
comes in.
Chucky's keying. You know, he goes crazy. Here come Whitehurst. He's like, hey, I forgot my my cover. And Chucky looks at him and says, boo. And Whitehurst's like, oh, hell no. He gets up out of there. He took a little too long to get up out of there. But he gets back and he's just frightened. And Andy's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You saw him, didn't you? You saw him, didn't you? And Whitehurst's like, and I'm like, Whitehurst, baby, if you're not going to leave the compound, you need to talk to Andy to figure out how to kill him because he knows that he's alive. So he's going to try to get you, stupidity. Yeah.
I didn't understand his. I guess they try to.
I guess shell shocked. That's what I'm going to think. You just shocked.
But they try to also. I mean, his character is also played to be a coward, but it wasn't in his best interest to not say anything. I didn't understand his Andy tried throughout the rest of the movie, and he's like, "No, I don't know. Stop talking to me."
And that's why what he does, I don't think was. Oh, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
So the teams have it's war games.
Yeah, and
war
Chucky's
games. They're supposed to be playing paintball.
He back in the ammo room changing out the paintballs for actual live ammo,
which I don't think would work.
How he had the time to go through all of those guns, pop them, put it in. I mean, it's just a lot of time for nobody to come down there. And then he had to hide the paint because if you would have seen the paintballs on the ground, people would have been like, "Wait." So he just had a lot of time. That's all I'll say. He had a lot of time.
But there's the red team, there's the blue team. They go and they hide out in the woods, and it's basically like capture the flag. If you get shot by the other team's paintball, you're dead. You're out of there. And we just gonna try to win. They split up. It's nighttime. Everybody over there telling haunted stories. They're telling scary stories by the fireplace. Submitted for the approval of Child's Play 3.
Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society.
Chucky finds Tyler's like, Tyler. Get over here, you son of a bitch. He doesn't say that. But he does say that later. And they walking around and Tyler's like, I'm glad you found me, Chucky. Or Charles. He keeps calling him Charles. So don't you fucking call me Charles. I'm glad you found me, Charles. And he's like, yeah, we're about to play hide the soul. And Tyler was like, look, I'm tired, man. I've been walking in these woods all damn day. I'm ready to go to sleep. And he's like, you're being a fucking drag. And he holds the knife up to him. And Tyler's like, wait a minute. Andy said, Barkley said you were mean. He's right. He's like, yeah, I'm about to show you mean. Get your ass over here. He doesn't say that, but it's close enough.
So Andy finds a map in Sheldon's tent for the other team because Tyler's on the red team and he's on the blue team. So he goes looking for Tyler. So they just think he went AWOL and he's helping another team. They're not fucking logical. They supposed to be all military trained, but you can't. Okay.
But they don't know a doll is trying to kill them. They don't know.
Well, damn it. Think better. But
they think big. They think it's small.
Right. Beach. Think it's small. So Andy go looking for Tyler. Tyler over there. Oh my god. I don't know how Chucky. Oh yes, I do. The
Silva. Stop.
The Silva. She goes also looking for Barkley. Now she gets shanghaied by Chucky. So he over the
red team, come in, red team.
Yeah, so he's.
I just really don't think that the Lakeshore Strangler would know military jargon like he does.
I mean, he's been there for a couple days.
Moving jarhead. Okay, I guess. Whatever.
So Tyler gets away from him by stabbing him with the pocket knife that Andy gave him.
Yeah,
which he's already bleeding. So I guess 2 days is the time. Like that's his max time, and you human now. So that's why he had to capture De Silva and lure them all. He's luring them into an ambush so they can start shooting each other. But he's also luring Andy, like, "Hey, you show up or she's dead." And
exchange Tyler for De Silva.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess he just knows that he has a connection with her because I don't know how he would just know that. Like,
I mean, he was peeking out the window and stuff. Probably when he was changing the bullets, he was just looking out the window, like, "What's going on?" Okay, yeah.
That's a lot. I mean, that's great perception for a strangler. But
I mean, it was only like 9 girls and 50 boys and 8 kids. So I mean,
okay, we'll go with that.
Process of elimination.
So Andy and De Silva get there. Andy and Tyler get there to go help De Silva.
Shelton.
Chucky got a bomb.
Shelton is the only one. Well, no, Shelton is the only one that's there. He sees Chucky alive and he's like, well, fuck me. And then out of nowhere, wow, the other team literally shoots Shelton through the heart because they have the actual live ammo. And I'm sure it makes a different sound. A bullet versus a paintball, but we're going to suspend belief at this point.
Everybody else duck. He's dead as a doornail. And but yeah, that's why they were. Yeah, so yeah, now they're all there. So Andy and De Silva are over there hiding, and then baby, let me tell you about Tyler. Gone. Tyler hid under that car so quick. Why? Because they're all shooting, and Chucky just laughing because. He in his own way yet again because
he's hysterical. He's hysterically laughing.
He should have been getting away with Tyler, but so he realizes Tyler's gone. And while they're all arguing because they realize that Sheldon's dead, he throws the bomb in the worst grenade, and that's when Whitehurst, while they're because they're arguing because they think Andy did it basically, and they're attacking.
This bitch had options.
One, hey guys, move!
Grenade! When she
Aren't
sees
you supposed
grenade,
to say that?
Yell grenade. Literally, his foot. He could have kicked the bitch. He could have screamed anything. Get out of the way. No, he just dives on top of a grenade and blows up. And I'm not giving him a hero's welcome for that. No, I'm not, because you know what? You should have told Andy you saw Chucky, and y'all could have went and kicked his ass together.
Yes. So he's gone, and everybody's just torn apart about it. But now,
oh no, Whitehurst is the only man I ever loved.
Nobody feels like that. But Andy got to go save Tyler now. I mean, he really don't have time to mourn. He got to go save Tyler. Baby, Tyler.
Honestly, I wouldn't even go save Tyler. I would just let Chucky get Tyler and then kill Tyler. Because what the hell? Then I know it's done.
This is why we can't have Tiffany in a movie with no kids. So Tyler done ran to the carnival because there's a carnival right next to the military school that they're not allowed to go to.
Well, they're in the woods. They're not next to the military school.
Tyler, he run all the way. Who does he find? Lost and found. Now, I don't know how Chucky beat him there. I don't know how he gets to Lost and Found. The guy's like, my friend's trying to kill me. Charles is trying to kill me. Charles is trying to kill me.
He did like Sonic and rolled into a ball.
That's exactly what he did. Because this man talking about, well, I'm sure your friend didn't mean it, but you know what'll cheer you up? Look what I found. A good guy doll.
With blue paint all over. It's dirty as fuck. The hair is disheveled. Who want that?
And why would you assume I want this doll? But Chucky don't take too long. He pop him in the head because he has I guess he gets the gun from the security guard, which I don't know security guards. I didn't know security guards at.
It's 1990.
Okay. I didn't know they. Okay. All right.
Yep. All right. You don't know nothing about 1990. Okay.
Giving them to everybody. Okay. Paul Blart.
There it is. So what I don't understand is why Chucky just doesn't do a right there in that tent. He's like, no, let's go somewhere scary because this is a scary, spooky occasion. Oh, it's a horror-themed roller coaster. Let's get on it. No, let's go in it because they didn't get on the ride.
No, they just going through, getting in his own way. Because as they're going through, he's trying to tell Tyler what to do, stuff swinging. I don't know. Maybe they really just made sure that this was going to be the last Child's Play. Because I know they fuck him up every movie, but they fucked him up a lot in this movie. Because for some reason, when that scythe came down and cut his face off, I was like, I do not remember that happening.
Why didn't the scythe catapult him out of the ride?
Because he stands firm. Wherever he stands firm. Because that's how sure.
Why is the scythe real? So the scythe comes down. So the roller coaster
90s, because it's the 90s. We don't do that woke shit. We do real
the
shit.
Scythe is supposed to go right. You go by. Mm-hmm. Whoa, scary! Chucky's standing up, slices off half his face. He got the Terminator half his face going on at this point. I'm like, Tyler's like, okay, I gotta go. Andy and DeSilva do finally show up. DeSilva has a gun. I don't know from where, but she got one. And
That
she tries to
big
shoot
ass.
Chucky, but Chucky shoot her ass, pow, in the leg. So DeSilva's like, here, Andy, take this gun. I can't
Did you see
go
how
on.
big that gun was? That extendo ass go gadget gun. Where did she get that from? And why did you? Because why would you have it when y'all are playing war games and y'all supposed to have
the rifle in the billiard room, Colonel Mustard? Because yes, that was ridiculous. But she give Andy the gun and say, "Look, you got to go save Tyler because ain't nothing I can do." Tyler, for some reason, says, "You know what? I don't want to find the exit. I want to go up because maybe the exit is in the sky. I don't know. What the hell are you talking about?" Tyler starts to climb this fake ass volcanic mountain inside there. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we not turning around the way we came in? I was gonna say
he was smart because when he got away from Chucky, because the coffin opened, he jumped into the thing that comes out. I thought that was smart, but then he didn't go anywhere. He just stood there. But I don't know what Tyler was doing. I don't know.
Did you come down when you came in? No. So why are you going up?
I would have just waited for another cart to come by and jump in. I don't know. It just seemed like, or at least which way the carts have.
Those rides have exits all over.
Yeah.
No excuse. But they climb into the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, and they at the top, and he's like, "All right, this is it." He knocked the hell out of Tyler. I do a dumbala. Give me the power. I beg you. The same damn clouds from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 roll out.
And he was going on.
We gotta go.
We
paid for that stock footage. We're gonna use it. He did. He do a dumbala a hell of a lot.
Yes, movie. I was like, now you said you ran out of time in Child's Play 2, and you finished that time. So how much like?
Give me the power I beg of you!
I don't know, but he
maybe
don't have
when
time
they black, they special. It's a special one. You got to make sure.
Right, you got to put that little sauce on it.
Yeah,
baby, he's got. He forgot to add that baby at the end. That's what.
Shit.
That's why.
This is voodoo.
But Andy pulls Chucky off of him and tosses his ass. He's like, "Tyler, you okay?" And Tyler's like, "Yeah, look out!" Boom. Andy pushing. He was holding Tyler and Andy at the same. I'm sorry. Tyler and Chucky at the same time, right? Oh no, Chucky was choking his ass.
Chucky was choking him from the back. He was holding Tyler with one arm. Then Tyler's like, "Here, take this pocket knife that's been in the whole movie. It served me well."
And I couldn't use it. And I couldn't use it when I was carrying Chucky and he had that gun. I could have stabbed him in the back of his fucking head. But mind
you, Andy knows how to shoot now because DeSilva taught him one time. So he does shoot Chucky's arm off. So Chucky only has one arm. Think about this. He has one arm choking Andy. Andy's holding, he gets the pocket knife and then he cuts off his other hand.
And then it's he falls into the largest industrial fan that I've ever seen in my life, and all it was doing was blowing up some crepe paper.
They're like, what for what?
But you know what? I bet if I had one of them in my room, that'd be a good night's sleep, baby.
Hello. So yeah, Chucky is sliced and diced.
Which is why he's all chop suey in Bride of Chucky. So that's why.
Which takes place 1 month after this movie.
Industrial fan. I really wish that he could have possessed Tyler. And then Andy could have just threw Tyler into the fan.
Oh my God. So now everybody's saved, but for some reason Andy is getting into a police car. I don't understand.
DeSilva says, "Are you gonna be okay?" He's like, "I've been here before." What does that mean?
What does that fucking mean? What does that mean? I'm not gonna let you just get that shit out.
Have you heard this name before?
No. What does that mean?
Neither have I. I'd like to know what that means too.
Yeah, you just can't say shit and think it's fly. What does that fucking mean, bro?
I don't know. It was a very, very weird ending because you just ends with the
and
guy
then it just
up
goes
trash.
off.
Yeah. The guy picking up trash at the fair. But I'm like, why are they arresting Andy? Like, how does Andy? What are we doing? I mean, they don't put handcuffs on him, but he gets in the back of the car, and I'm just like, for what? What? I had witnesses, sir. Like, what are we doing?
Baby.
And then Bride of Chucky takes place 1 month after this movie. Technically, now it's funny because Bride of Chucky took 8 years to come out versus the 8 years time jump from this. I'm like, oh, okay. So,
That is the end of Child's Play 3. We're not going to get
Child's Play 3 because
I'm not giving this movie.
It definitely felt like they filmed it 9 months after the second one. Because it just seemed like they weren't done.
They weren't done, but they were finished.
Yeah.
All right, our rating system so I hate our rating system because this is not my favorite Child's Play movie, but I've seen it at least 30, 40 times. So I'm going to have to give it a 4. No, I'm going to give it a 3 because I do watch it a lot, but I'm not engaged because I've seen it so many times. And he just really was in his own way in this one because, like you said, he did not need to go talk to Andy at all. He could you imagine a movie where he got into Tyler and then he just started taunting Andy and saying like scary stuff to Andy?
And then when Andy would try to attack him, they'd be like, what are you doing as a kid? That would have been a psychological, like that would have been good. Like,
and then he's got to think of a way to get Chucky out of Tyler and back into the doll. That would have been great. And then in the end, he would have, and then in the end, he would have been back in the doll. Then they could have
would have been good. But that would have meant they had to. I think they were just trying to. They were rolling these out too quickly. They weren't taking time to write.
Well, yeah, Don, the creator, Don Mancini said he didn't have time. So you get what you get, and you don't pitch fit, pretty much. But yeah, 3 for me. What about you?
I'll give it a 3 as well, just because I think this might be my favorite. Maybe just because he was just extra pissed. He wasn't trying to be all cutesy and stuff. He was cussing everybody out. Like, them lines was getting me. He was cussing Tyler out like a dog. Charles, stop swearing. Baby, he didn't give a damn. Like, he was over it. And it felt like this is the 3rd time I'm done. I'm not doing this no more, bruh. I got to get out this body now. I'm done. No.
I really could. He saw like a dirty magazine that Andy had.
Knew. Yes, that's how he knew he liked the Silva.
Gotta get out of this body.
Yeah, because they kissed.
Yeah,
that's how he knew. Okay, but yeah, so I mean, it's a good watch for me.
It's fine.
I'll probably scroll on my phone.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, that was Child's Play 3. Please be sure to come back with us next time when we review Fear Street Prom Queen or Prom Queen Fear Street. I'm not sure. So we did all the Fear Street. Did we do all of them? No, we did 19. Yeah, we did Fear Street.
Did the first one, and then we talked about the whole story. Like we dissected
it. So go back and listen to that review. I personally have already seen it, and I'm just gonna let Pierre be surprised and let him watch it himself.
I'll probably like it.
But I will say, only thing I enjoyed was the mean girl in the movie's name was Tiffany. So hello. Yes. That's me. I am her and she is me.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you then, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, where did you hide it, Dan? Please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, BOOshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at BOOshakalakapodcast.